YTBC, what's the deal? So this is a response video to Precise Presenter and to ThunderDomeBoxingTalk. Both of those guys I'm subscribed to. I like most of their material. Don't agree with them about everything, but for the most part, they make good videos. And I like their perspective on things. All right. Now, I just made a video in response to D-Block Express. He posed a question to me and some other YTBC members. He says if Triple G, or he believes if Triple G were to beat Andre Ward, that would catapult him into top 5 pound-for-pound fighters of all time. I totally disagreed about it, and I did a video about it. All right. Precise Presenter left a message in my comment section that I want to make a video about because I just didn't feel like typing all of this shit in the comment section. Okay, so I'm going to read what he had to say. He says, GGG has a far better resume than Ward. Fact. Just check BoxRec. Unbiased, fact-based BoxRec. Everything else is opinion. Now, Ward has 1 or 2 names that are better names, but GGG got 2 belts in his division, as did Ward. Except GGG never got stripped for ducking his mandatory, and he's gunning for the other champs not ducking him. Somehow Ward's ducking and inactivity doesn't get factored into his resume. Kessler, the guy who got soundly beat by aging broken hand Calzaghe, Frotch, the guy who never beat an A-level fighter, they were considered hype jobs before the Super 6. Now because Andre beat them, they're great. Seems legit. Wake me up when Ward knocks someone out in his division, because knockouts don't mean anything. Okay, first of all, I've never the person that thinks knockouts doesn't mean anything. If you check my video from the other day, I made a list of the top 10 things I don't want to hear going into 2016 as a boxing fan. And one of them was, knockouts are boring. That's rock'em sock'em robot. I hate that shit. So that what you just said right there, as far as knockouts don't mean anything, that doesn't apply to me. I don't know if you mean maybe Andre Ward has said that or something. If that's what he said, then okay, that's what he said, but that doesn't apply to me. Wake you up when Ward knocks somebody out. Okay. Then you said, okay, so you said Kessler losing to Calzaghe. You think that was, you said Kessler got soundly beat by Asian broken hand Calzaghe. Yeah, he did. He did get soundly beat by him. Calzaghe is considerably, probably the greatest super middleweight of all time. There's no shame in that. That's how great he was. With the Asian and broken hand, he still whooped that ass. That's how great Calzaghe is. You can't get mad at Kessler because he lost to the dude. He went in there, he fought a decent fight. He was unified, undefeated, ready to go. He couldn't get it done. A lot of guys haven't got it done before. Okay. Now you say, oh, I'm going to go to that last. Okay. So let me keep going. And then you said that they both won titles, but Ward got stripped and, was inactive. You're right about that. That's irrefutable. I can't sit here and pretend as if, oh, he wasn't inactive. Well, of course he was. The dude was very inactive. I hated it. I wanted to see the dude fight. He was going through whatever he was going through. I hated this shit. That's why I stopped talking about Andre Ward for a while. Like, shit, he's not. I didn't know if he was still active or not. Then you say when GGG beats guys, they're not good. That, again, doesn't apply to me. I've never said, if anything, I've done videos giving props to guys like Willie Monroe, Murray. I thought those were solid fucking competition. Lemieux, I thought he was solid. So again, that argument must be to another channel, because I've never been on that side of the fence as far as those topic goes. But the part that got me though is when you say GGG has a far better resume than Ward. Fact. Just check BoxRec. Unbiased, fact-based BoxRec. So you're right. It is unbiased. It is fact-based, right? So I went there to look at these facts. And the fact is that pound for pound right now, BoxRec has Canelo number 1. Number 2 is Vladimir. Number 3 is Triple G. Number 4 is Kovalev. And number 11, Stevenson. I just threw those names in there just to give you a feel for their pound for pound list. Number 21 is Andre Ward. Okay. So then I also was on BoxRec and I said, man, let me find out some more facts. Let me find out some more unbiased, facts, from BoxRec. So I said, let me just browse around on here for a little bit. So then I just went and typed in greatest middleweights of all time. So I started looking for Triple G. I'm like, damn, where's Triple G at? I had to get to like page 8 or 9 on the motherfucker. So then I got there. They have Triple G rated 193 of all time. Now, we can argue the middleweight division's been around since 1897. There's rich history there. There's a plethora of fighters, so on and so forth. That you're right. That's a fact. You're right. Okay. But what's also a fact is BoxRec, as far as historical, they have Keith Holmes rated 142. Keith Holmes, you know, I remember Keith Holmes fighting on the Tyson Bruno undercard. It was Tyson Bruno. Who else was on that motherfucker? Hopkins, Lipsy, and Holmes fought Quincy Taylor. I remember that. Another fact, historically, they have Kelly Pavlik rated number 92. Historically, they have Jermaine Taylor rated number 81. They have Iran Barkley rated number 68. They have Michael Nunn rated number 32. And Lord have mercy, they have Shane Mosley rated number 21. But hey, our opinions don't mean shit, right? Because there's no fucking way in the world Mosley's the number 1 or the number 21 middleweight of all time, right? Or, hey, never mind, that's my opinion. That's fact. So why the fuck is Triple G way at 193? I'm just curious about why he's at 193 when he's so great and he's a top 3 pound for pound current fighter. I almost think BoxRec is biased. So then I typed in Andre Ward to see where he ranks. They didn't have him as super middleweight. But they do have Joe Calzaghe number 1, and the dude who you guys call, doesn't think the guy's really that great or he hasn't beat anybody. Carl Froch, they have him rated number 2. That's a fact. That's not my opinion. That's BoxRec's facts. They have Calzaghe number 1. And Froch number 2, greatest super middleweights. Now, the super middleweight division is young. It's only been around since the 80s. I believe 84. Don't quote me, but I think 84. So they didn't have Ward. I'm like, damn. Okay. So then I went to light heavyweight just see if they had him there. They have him there. They have him rated number 47 light heavyweights of all time. Of all time. He hasn't even fought a prolific or profound fight at the division yet. He ain't even laced them up at the motherfucker yet. And they got him a top 50 light heavyweight of all time. So then I was like, well, damn, Kovalev's number 4 on the pound for pound list currently. So let me see where they have him. They had him rated 152 of all time. And they have Stevenson, who's currently rated number 11 on their pound for pound list. They have him rated 140 of all time. But they have Ward rated number 47 of all time. And unlike the super middleweight division, the light heavyweight division has been around since 1903. So now, are these biased facts? See, historically, BoxRec has Ward higher than Kovalev on a historical outlook. They do. So how they come up with this pound for pound list, it doesn't even matter how they come up with the pound for pound list. All I know is when you type these guys in on a historical level, facts are Triple G. They don't think much of Triple G's resume. Now, as far as accomplishments, and like I said, him being a dynamic fighter, of course he's a dynamic fighter, man. I would be an idiot to sit here and say that, 22 straight stoppages and 14 defenses and being unified is something to scoff at. No. I mean, come on now. Come on now. What he's accomplishing and then he's trying to go to be undisputed. That's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Now, what is an opinion is, now me and Thunderdome, we had a discussion about the style breakdowns, and Thunderdome asked, he posed a good question. Shit, how was Ward, how would he react to getting hit? He has got hit flush by guys who aren't ranked as high, or guys who we wouldn't consider all-time greats. And shit, he's right. I've seen Ward try to exchange hooks with Rodriguez. I've seen Ward get hit. I've seen him get knocked down by Boone. He's right. And there's some other fights. Now, I thought he looked a little quicker and sharper during the Super 6 than he did against Paul Smith and Rodriguez. That's just my opinion. Just by breaking it down with the eye test, that's just what it looks like to me. Now, with that said, he still has a good defense, but he smothers. Ward has a griminess in him, man. Like, and another thing I want to say to Thunderdome is, I understand, dude, as far as, you know, using headbutts, using dirty tactics. Of course, we don't want guys to win fights like that. But Thunderdome, you've been in the gym, and you said you've been in the gym. I've been in the gym too. You know how it is, man. Usually, not all, but a lot of fighters of the past, great fighters, always had them a dirty tactic or two in the back pocket. You know, come on, man. You a big Mike Tyson fan like myself. We know Mike used to use that elbow when he used to throw them hooks and them uppercuts. He would let that elbow follow. Evander Holyfield, we know he used his head. We know Big George Foreman liked to push. We know George got in there with Frazier and uppercut, hook, uppercut, push, jab, jab, right hand, push, jab, 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 push, uppercut, hook, push. He was pushing the hell out of Frazier. We know Bernard Hopkins liked to get you in the clinch, and if the ref is on the left, he likes to use that right hand and hit you in your motherfucking hip if he can. A lot of fighters, you know, Ali and Holmes, we know they like the rabbit punch. Floyd Mayweather, we know whenever he gets close, he likes to put his forearm under your neck. You know what I'm saying? Ward just likes to be ground. He likes to maul and hold, and he may use his head to try to get leverage or beat you up. He likes to beat the fight out of you. It's kind of like when Bradley fought Alexander. Remember late in that fight when Alexander, I think he was holding his right or left eye, but then he was saying his other eye he couldn't see out of. He was confusing me. I'm like, dude, you holding one eye, but then you say you can't see out of the other one. I'm confused. Which one can't you see out of? No, what it was that pressure and that griminess that Bradley was applying, using his head and roughing them and mauling them, and it was getting to him. He didn't know how to. He didn't know how to fight out of his comfort zone. He was uncomfortable. On top of being roughed up physically, the physicality, it took him out of his game. Ward is that type of guy where he'll maul what you like, that he'll maul you and stymie what you're trying to do and take you out of your game. Now, is it fun to watch? Like, ooh, this is exciting. No, but strategically, he's breaking guys down mentally. Now, you might not like that. That's fine. It's just like Tyson and Holyfield, right? The two, you know, Tyson, very dynamic, come out, punching power, always got a sound bite, put asses in seats. Mike Tyson, you know what I'm saying? Right? Cool. Evander Holyfield's opposite. But guess what? He whooped that ass, though. Oh, he whooped that ass, though. Oh, come here, Mike. Let me hold on to your ass. Let me grab that left hand so you can't let no hooks inside go. That left hook you like to throw. Give me that motherfucking arm. You ain't doing shit inside. And take this head, too. Pause. Take this headbutt, too. You know what I'm saying? You know. But look, man. As far as guys getting in there and getting roughed up, the referee either has to do something. If he doesn't, the fighters have to figure it out. I had a trainer one time, Derek Winston, trainer here in Minneapolis, told me one time my fucking wrist was hurting one time, and I was sparring, and we came back after the bell, whatever, and I'm like, my fucking wrist. And he's like, man, figure it out. Pretty much mean like suck it the fuck up and figure it out. When these guys, and I'm no pro level boxer, so when these champions are in there fighting Ward and guys like that, figure it out. You can't look to the ref for help. It was like when Tyson was looking at Mills Lane to help him when Holyfield was being dirty. That caused Tyson to fucking bite his ear off, but I'm just saying, you don't have to figure it out by biting somebody. Give him a headbutt back. Hit him low back. So why can't, if Triple G got in there with Ward, Triple G's gonna have to figure it out. I don't want no ref in there helping and saving him. I hate when refs get in there. I want refs to have it to be a clean fight, but it's still a fight. It doesn't have to be, you know what I'm saying, come in there, kick somebody in the nuts. But okay, yeah, you're getting grabbed a little bit. Okay, figure it out. Fight out of it. Get fucking heavyweight sparring partners and practice on getting out of clinches. It's just like Sean Porter when he fought Brooke. Okay, figure it out. Like, you have to figure that out. I'm a fucking fan. I can't save you. And sometimes the ref isn't going to save you. You have to physically figure it out. So I'm not one to say, oh, Ward fights boring by holding. He's a dirty fight. Okay, cool. Okay. But guess what? The opponent got to figure that shit out, man. Nobody's going to hold their hand and say, no, you got to figure it out, you know? Then, to me, Abraham, Froch, and Kessler, I think you guys are underrating them, man. Now, Abraham, we can sit here and say Murray beat him and whatever you think about the Robert Stiglitz fight. You can say whatever you want about those fights. He lost them. He shouldn't have won them. Okay, cool. But the facts, right? We're talking about facts, not our opinions. The facts are, since after Abraham lost to Ward, he's been in, 9 championship fights, 12-1, 8-1 in the championship fights. BoxRec, this is a fact now. BoxRec has him the #1 rated super middleweight. When he was at middleweight, he made 11 defenses of the IBF strap. Who in the fuck has Triple G fought that has accomplished any of those facts that I just gave you? Not opinions. Or you can't say Abraham wasn't shit, you know what I'm saying? I'm not making him to be better than he is. I'm just saying those are the facts. He's still a championship level fighter after the Ward fight. You can say Dawson fell off. Okay, cool. You can say some guys fell off. But I'm just saying, Abraham, who the fuck has Triple G beat that has that resume? Being rated #1 by BoxRec in your division. 11, 2-division champion, 11 defenses at middleweight, and you've been in, 9 championship fights at super middleweight. Or I'm sorry. You've been in 9 championship fights after your loss to Ward. Come on, man. Then Froch. Then you guys say Froch ain't beat nobody. He's never beat it. Okay, well, he's done some things that's been very impressive to me. Taking Jean Pascal's O, that's impressive. Taking Groves' O, that's impressive. Taking Darrell's O, that's impressive. Taking Boutte's O, that's impressive. Beating Abraham, who I just told you about, that's impressive. Beating Jermaine Taylor, who's rated higher than Triple G historically on BoxRec, according to their facts, that's impressive. Beating Glenn Johnson, that was a good win. And then after, when Froch lost to Ward, he went 4-1 after the Ward fight. Four and 1 in championship fights. 3 of the fights were unification fights since the Ward loss. Ward and Froch did good after the loss. They didn't fall apart and become nobodies. That's why I say that they're good people on his resume. Not my opinion, because of what they did. Kessler, okay. Kessler lost to a Calzaghe who was, old with a broken. Okay, yeah, he lost to Calzaghe, or Kessler lost to Calzaghe. According to the facts, Calzaghe is the rated #1 super middleweight of all time, according to BoxRec. Okay, he lost to the best ever at the division. Okay, what does that mean? He fought a decent fight. Kessler, after the Ward loss, he went 4-0. Oh, he took Froch's O, by the way. Then he lost to Froch in a rematch. 2-1 in championship fights. Then the fights against a guy like Rodriguez. Rodriguez had a good fight with Michael Sills, up and comer. So Rodriguez, he isn't somebody that's fell apart. He's on TV looking exciting, in good exciting fights. Dawson did fall off. Bika, who was solid. Didn't Bika become champion after? Alan Green, he was 6-0 going into the fight with Andre Ward, and Green's only loss was to Edison Miranda. And that's when Pantera was on a tear, when he was knocking people out, and when he ended up fighting Pavlik, so on and so forth. And then I thought the Boone win was a decent win, just because we know about Darnell Boone. We know about him, man. We know how hard he is. He's been in, gave Kovalev a split decision, although I'm not trying to give him credit for losing. But shit, he beat Adonis Stevenson, stopped him, and he beat Willie Monroe Jr., who Triple G has beaten. And I give Triple G credit for his opponents now. I'm not trying to say Lemieux wasn't a good win. I'm not trying to say Monroe wasn't. No, those were good wins. Murray, that was a damn good win too. I thought Murray, damn, I thought he probably edged Martinez. And I thought if he stepped on the gas, he probably could have got him out of there. But with that said, those three guys right there, Abraham, Froch, Kessler, they trump Triple G's resume, in my opinion. Now, this is just, just a discussion, man. There's no beef. There's no tension. This is just me talking about it, man. Hopefully I hear a response from both of these guys or at least one of them. But if not, life goes on. But YTBC, let me know what y'all think. Leave comments, man. Am I right? Does Ward have the better resume, or am I missing something? Like I say, in these type of debates, either I'm going to show how smart I am and, help you learn some things, or you're going to teach me something. And however it goes, I'm a happy boxing fan, because either I know my shit or I needed to learn some shit to go with the shit that I do know. You know what I'm saying? So it's all good, man. YTBC, I'm out.